They didn't say a word, but you just knew something was off. Ever felt that? A glance that lingers too long. Arms folded just a little too tightly. A smile that doesn't quite make it to the eyes. These quiet little signals, they often shout louder than anything someone could say aloud. Today, we're breaking down 10 strange, science-backed body language clues you've probably never heard of. Yet once you spot them, you can't unsee them. One of them might even flip how people perceive you in an instant. If you're new to the channel, make sure to hit subscribe for more surprising facts and insights about the human body and mind. We're always hungry for the next idea, the next discovery, so stick with us. And now, let's get into it. Number 1. Too much eye contact? Could be nerves. We grow up hearing that good eye contact equals confidence. But here's the kicker. Too much eye contact can signal the exact opposite. In fact, excessive, unblinking eye contact may be the body's odd way of overcompensating when the brain is under social pressure. Rather than exuding confidence, someone who maintains prolonged eye contact might be trying to manage anxiety or cover up feelings of insecurity. Behavioral scientists have observed that this can be especially common in high-stakes conversations, where the individual wants to appear composed but ends up seeming intense or even confrontational. So the next time someone locks eyes with you and doesn't blink, they might be masking discomfort more than showing boldness. Number 2. Mirror movements equals trust in action. Ever noticed how some people start to mimic your posture or gestures without even realizing it? That's mirroring, and it's surprisingly powerful. We're wired to trust what feels familiar. So when someone subconsciously matches your body language, like leaning back when you do, or subtly echoing your hand gestures, it's not just flattery. Studies in social behavior show that mirroring helps us build rapport, fosters empathy, and makes others feel safe around us. It's the body's unspoken way of saying, "We're connected." You'll often see this among close friends or during intense conversations where emotional bonding is at play. It's subtle, but it speaks volumes. Number 3. Fidgeting means the brain's busy. We tend to see fidgeting as a sign of distraction or nervousness, but there's more going on beneath the surface. In cognitive psychology, some experts argue that fidgeting can actually support attention. Those little movements, like bouncing a leg, twirling a pen, or tapping your fingers, may help regulate arousal levels in the brain, especially during complex tasks or deep conversations. In some cases, it's a coping strategy to stay engaged and focused. It's not uncommon for high-performing individuals, especially in creative or technical fields, to fidget when processing ideas. So rather than dismissing it as restlessness, we might start seeing it as a physical outlet for mental intensity. Number 4. Watch the eyes for a real smile. Most of us know how to curve our lips into a passable smile, even when we're far from feeling genuinely happy. But our eyes? That's where the real emotion leaks out when someone is authentically smiling. The muscles around their eyes, the orbicularis oculi, contract involuntarily, creating tiny lines and crinkles, especially in the corners. These so-called crow's feet are a dead giveaway. It's something even trained actors struggle to fake. This natural eye involvement is what psychologists call the Duchenne marker, and it's widely recognized as one of the most trustworthy signs of a real emotional response. So next time someone beams at you, don't just take it at face value. Look at their eyes. Are they crinkling with warmth? Do their cheeks rise naturally? If not, you might be on the receiving end of a polite, socially required smile rather than one rooted in genuine joy. This simple observation can reveal volumes, especially in conversations where reading the room matters more than words. Number 5. Slouching shrinks more than shoulders. Slouching doesn't always scream laziness. More often, it's a body's quiet cry of discomfort. Picture someone hunched forward, arms tightly crossed, legs tucked under like they're shrinking from the world. It's a non-verbal whisper. I'd rather not be seen right now. Postures like these are often linked to internal feelings of low self-confidence, anxiety, or emotional vulnerability. When people feel small, their bodies follow suit, and it's not just their spine giving it away. Their tone might soften, speech slows, and their energy seems to deflate. Body language experts often note that closed-off postures are a subconscious form of self-protection. When someone's curling inward, they're not just shielding themselves physically, they're mentally stepping back, trying to be less visible. If you notice this in someone, it's often worth wondering, what's making them feel the need to disappear? Number 6. Big pupils, big emotions. Yes, our pupils respond to light. But that's just the beginning. They also widen when we're emotionally stirred. Whether it's awe, desire, curiosity, or even fear, strong feelings tend to trigger pupil dilations. It's one of the body's most subtle but revealing tells. Neurologically, this happens because arousal of any emotional kind activates the autonomic nervous system, which controls involuntary bodily responses. The result? Bigger pupils that quite literally reflect what's going on inside. Interestingly, research suggests that people often find large pupils more attractive, even if they can't consciously explain why. It's evolution's way of drawing us toward others who are emotionally engaged. So if you're face to face with someone and their eyes seem darker, more open, more intense, don't assume it's just the lighting. Their inner world might be reacting more than they let on. Number 7. Where the feet point, the mind follows. Unlike our expressions, which we consciously control, feet often operate on autopilot, and that's exactly why they're so revealing. When someone's feet are pointed directly at you, it's usually a clear sign of engagement. But when their toes are angled away, or even discreetly aimed toward the door, it might signal discomfort, disinterest, or a desire to exit the interaction. It's like their feet are already halfway out the room, even if their smile says otherwise. In group settings, this kind of subconscious signaling becomes even more obvious. A person might be talking to one individual, but have their feet angled towards someone else, perhaps revealing who they're truly drawn to. Paying attention to foot direction can be a game changer in social dynamics. After all, the feet often show us the truth that the face is too polite to admit. Number 8. Neck touch equals nerves talking. A subtle hand to the neck, a scratch, a tug at the collar, a rub behind the ear. These aren't just random fidgets we do without thinking. They're actually the body's way of self-soothing, a subconscious move to shield one of our most vulnerable spots. Think of it like the body's silent way of saying, "I feel exposed." Psychologists believe this behavior dates back to early human survival instincts. When we felt threatened, we protected the soft parts of our body. Today, that instinct shows up as a quiet scratch or a gentle neck rub when we're under pressure, like in a tough conversation or when we're unsure how we're being perceived. So when you spot this motion in someone, it's not meaningless. It's their nervous system quietly waving a flag, signaling that something underneath the surface feels uneasy. Number 9. Raised eyebrows. Say, "I'm open." Raised eyebrows often get pegged as surprise, but that's only part of the story. When someone lifts their brows during a hello, it's usually not shock. It's a subtle social tool. This small gesture is closely tied to approachability. It's like an unspoken message saying, "Hey, I come in peace." Researchers suggest it's hardwired, an evolutionary signal to show we're not a threat. It's quick, barely noticeable, but it plays a big role in first impressions. When someone raises their brows along with a smile, they're probably just trying to show friendliness and openness, without saying a word. So the next time you meet someone new and they lift their brows just slightly, that's a green light. They're inviting you in. Number 10. Rapid blinks reveal brain load. Blinking might seem like just an eye thing, but it tells you a lot about what's going on inside someone's head. When someone starts blinking more rapidly than usual, it can be a clear sign their brain is in overdrive. Scientists have linked this to mental pressure, emotional stress, or even complex decision-making. In simple terms, their mind is juggling too much, and the body reacts. The eyes blink faster, as if trying to shield the brain while it powers through a flood of information. Some experts even note that rapid blinking helps break eye contact in socially intense situations. giving the brain a quick moment to breathe. So if someone across from you suddenly blinks like they're caught in a breeze, there's a good chance their thoughts are spinning faster than their words let on. But why this all matters? Body language isn't just background noise, it's like subtitles for our social world. Whether it's a twitch of the mouth, a hand quickly withdrawn, or the subtle shift of weight during a conversation, every micro-movement whispers something true. It's as if people are constantly writing little footnotes with their bodies, even when they're trying to keep things unsaid. Once you start to notice those hidden cues, like a glance that flees too fast, or a smile that vanishes too soon, you can't go back. Suddenly, everyday chats become a little more like decoding puzzles. Someone leans in, maybe they're hooked. They angle away, maybe their mind already left the room. And when you get good at spotting these unspoken hints, you'll begin to hear the conversations people didn't even know they were having. So, if this gave you a fresh perspective, something that clicked, tap that like button. Share it with a friend who reads people like pages. And if your brain's hungry for more surprising facts about the human mind and body, you're exactly where you need to be. Subscribe for more, because, truthfully, what we don't say often says the most. And now, that's interesting. Thanks for watching.